was only 3 of 41 vloggers and social media influencers invited to the first House Tricom hearing exactly 2 weeks ago showed up in what many believe was an apparent show of defiance. Show cause orders have been issued as a result. So tomorrow's second hearing by the House Troy Committee on the spread of disinformation and fake news is expected to draw greater participation as we hear this detailed report from our Mela Lesmoras.
The House Tri-Committee is set to hold its second hearing tomorrow as it ramps up its investigation into the growing threat of disinformation and fake news online. According to One Rider Party List Representative Rog Gutierrez, the lawmakers should focus on the alleged Chinese-backed disinformation campaigns on social media this time.
Nabanggit po ito by one of the resource persons, I think it was Press One, na there was a link between misinformation and allegedly Chinese-owned accounts, Chinese backing. There is allegedly a link between Chinese backing of misinformation in the West Philippine Sea and political campaigns for certain individuals in the country. So I think doon palang very important.
House Assistant Majority Leader Zia Alonto Adjong said that social media influencers who were previously issued a show cause order by the committee should appear at the hearing. Lawmakers simply want to hear their side and this should not be seen as a suppression of their freedom of speech.
Lalo na pag ganitong campaign period, talagang nagagamit ito to propagate fake news. I think all of us should agree that we need to regulate this, the dissemination of malinformation, disinformation. If there's no valid reason for their absence again this time, baka umakyat na yan sa siya nag-show cause order and then baka isupina na sila.
According to House Committee on Public Order and Safety Chair Dan Fernandez, who is leading the TRICOM, they want to determine whether the existing laws are sufficient to prevent the spread of misinformation in the country or new laws are needed to address the issue. Meanwhile, regarding the impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte, lawmakers are hoping for the trial to begin soon. This after a petition was filed before the Supreme Court urging the Senate to constitute themselves immediately into an impeachment court.
Kami po, nirerespeto po namin ang stand ng Senate bilang they have the sole authority and responsibility in relation to the subject of impeachment as the convening as the impeachment court. Ngunit as a personal opinion, ako po naniniwala po dun sa panig ng ibang mga luminaries na yung forthwith provision ng Constitution would mean agad. And I think that's what the Mandamos petition is talking about. And so I would tend to agree with that petition po.
For now, the House Prosecution Panel continues its preparations as they consider it part of their constitutional duties. From PTV, Mela Lesmoras, Balitang Pambansa.